What is up, everybody? It's Reverse TV here today. So, we're going to talk about this Sony fangirl who has the audacity to bring this up. So, she says that Xbox gamers talk about acquisitions while PlayStation gamers talk about video games, when that is completely false. Unless she means the only game, when she means PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox games, because I have never seen this person talk about a PlayStation game at all. What she does is obsessed about what games Xbox release, what score they have, and everything like that. So, yeah, this person is clearly delusional at this point. It's just ridiculous. Like, each one of her tweets is something negative about Xbox, but okay, you need to talk about video games, whatever. So people roasted this person, rightfully so, because her comment just makes no sense. This person says, PlayStation gamers have been talking about Xbox, and maybe Horizon Forbidden West for like an hour before going back to talk about Xbox. Yeah, they might take brief breaks to talk about Horizon Forbidden West, but they're mostly talking about Xbox 99% of the time. Well, that may be true. I'm also finding Xbox fanboys out here doing nothing but talk about PlayStation. Nope, that is not true at all. Most Xbox guys legit talk about Xbox news. And then Sony guys, they make it worse because they just come out of nowhere and just it's mostly Xbox guys just defending their platform because Sony guys are just complete a-holes about it. But continuing on. PlayStation's lost. Microsoft has most in-house games and most first-party studios. Okay. The first word in this tweet is Xbox. You just can't get out of your head, huh? What is this? Okay. And you talk about Xbox 24/7? Then by your logic, you must be an Xbox gamer because you don't ever talk about a game. You only talk about Xbox. Exactly what I was thinking. PlayStation gamers talk about acquiring Take-Two because the company they like to date failed to make a better/bigger acquisition. Then Mojang in 2014, Activision is better than Take-Two and any of the PlayStation studios. Oh, so they found some receipts that this person was even talking about a Sony acquiring Take-Two. Oh yeah. It's even bigger than Microsoft's buy, but does Take-Two announces what could be the biggest game company acquisition in history. Okay. Definitely call this person some hypocrisy because they're talking about the Take-Two acquisition. Okay. Your first word is Xbox to everyone else, and for everyone else is you. Can't stop talking about Xbox. Besides, why are you here? Don't you have some grass to touch? And it says, is this you? So another post where they're talking about acquisitions. How shocking that this person's a huge hypocrite. For somebody who says we don't care about the acquisitions, they should be posting a lot about these acquisitions that's going on right now. Oh, again, L on their forehead, acquisitions equals games. PlayStation lost this generation in the first year. Well, 90% of your tweets are about Xbox instead of games, so... PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox. Fix that for you. Xbox gamers talk about Xbox. PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox. All I hear is that it smells like broken here. Wasn't PlayStation gamers asking Sony to buy Square Enix, Take-Two, etc.? They definitely were. Yeah, here you are talking about Xbox along with every other Sony fanboy instead of playing games. You keep going back to Xbox equals bad for using the same tactic Sony has used for years. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense how they say Xbox is bad for the same thing Sony is doing while Sony get praised for it. When you acquire studios, they produce games, so essentially they are talking games, you big dummy. What games? Last I checked, PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox. Xbox gamers talk about games, acquisitions, and crying ponies. PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox. Fix that for you. He says they don't even have any games to talk about. I mean, Horizon Forbidden West is coming out next month, so hopefully that should do it. You haven't been reading the big PlayStation fanboys then. Also ironic that you're talking about games, yet feel compelled to bring up Xbox in some capacity. PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox more like it. You're right. Like, Colin Moriarty didn't spend about 3 hours talking about Xbox. 3 hours of whining about Xbox acquisitions at that. Seems like you talk more about Xbox than anything else. PlayStation gamers only talk about Xbox. Yeah. So this person just getting roasted. It's like each and every comment they make, it's like they're legit just gonna roast in every comment section I see from these guys right here. PlayStation ninjas always talking about Xbox instead of actually playing the games. Self-professed PlayStation fan, every tweet is a complaint about Xbox, and Xbox makes all the sense considering the tweet. Two buttons. Xbox has no games, and Xbox is Monopoly. It's funny that we hear both narratives right now. We are hearing both narratives at the same time, which makes no sense. They will either say on one hand Xbox has no games, or Xbox is a complete monopoly now. You can't be both, so pick one. I don't even understand what this means for real. You talk about games, but you don't play any games. You just proved yourself wrong by talking about Xbox and acquisitions. PlayStation gamers talk about Metacritic scores and sales. They all talk but don't buy the games they list. Ratchet barely sold over 1 million, and Returnal barely was at 500K. I don't care why I don't know why you keep popping on my timeline, but no PlayStation fanboys like comparing Peach Fuzz on models and B every time Microsoft buys a studio or publisher, because Microsoft is bad, I guess. And neither of them talkers just like you don't play actual games, clown. No PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox. That's literally all they do. If you play games, I wouldn't see y'all talking about Xbox each and every single day. One of those gamers who don't actually enjoy the games and consoles, but actually enjoys bashing one side of the other side's sake. Is this your big mouth? Once again, a hypocritical statement right here. Talk about acquisitions. Actually, we have been talking about Xbox exclusives, available games, game sales which are higher than PlayStation game sales, Game Pass ever increasing, incredible catalog, and also acquisitions. On Xbox, we have lots to talk about. I mentioned how I'm excited for Starfield. PlayStation fanboys started being at me about gameplay. I mentioned how awesome Halo is. PlayStation fanboys beating me about Metacritic. I say the industry is thriving. Same being about Xbox. I miss actually good trolls, not just clout chasers. PlayStation has no games. Let me correct this for you. PlayStation gamers talk about Xbox games, really spending much time enjoying and discussing PlayStation games and what they like about them. Yeah. Look at this. Look at all these tweets talking about Xbox games. Spider-Man is better than Hellblade. All these tweets are legit talking about Xbox. Like, this person seems kind of obsessed with Xbox at this point. What is wrong with these Sony guys, bro? What is wrong with these guys? Like, legit, like 90% of their tweets are talking about Xbox. I don't know. These guys are clearly delusional at this point. I think they legit, they see things nobody else sees. These guys are kind of crazy at this point. They got some screws loose. Whatever you want to call it, that's what these guys are. But yeah, they always get roasted. So I don't know why they keep going. There's like a constant L at this point. But gonna conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this person's statement that Xbox gamers talk about acquisitions while PlayStation gamers only talk about video games. Let me know your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.